You're listening to Greetings from 10-4, episode title number 1. Boldly going where no wayward astronaut has gone before. Beep, beep, beep,
Spaceman Shay 9 Squared. Spaceman Shay 9 Squared. This is, SpaceX Mission Control. Do you read?
Yes, loud and clear.
Do you, hear the, do you hear the following?
I do.
Alright, we're just, checking the, connection from, SpaceX Mission Control here in Neo, Houston. How's the spacewalk going, Spaceman Shay 9 Squared?
It's going great. This new exoplanet outside of Kepler 62e, it's looking great. I really think it's got some inhabitable potential. I know King Musk will, be proud to know that I really do think we could start a new colony here.
Oh, it's good to hear. Hail Musk. Hail Musk. How are the repairs going on the shuttle there?
Going a little good. I might have to get some more tools run out to me. I know you gave me this iPad, but the iPad's not really doing much against these ultratanium screws.
Oh, I see. Well, it's very important to the SpaceX Corporation that we go. Ever since it subsumed the Apple Corporation, that we use only Apple products. And Spaceman Shay 9 Squared, we're getting some disturbing readings coming from around the area where the shuttle is orbiting.
Oh my God! What's going on? What's happening?
Well, can you give us a description of what's happening, Spaceman?
My iPad's going crazy and it's beeping at me, and it's giving me like an error message and going beep 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 beep. Do you not hear it in the background?
I do. Do you have any visual, Spaceman, on? Look around behind you. Do you have a visual on any anomalies?
Oh my God! There's a portal opening up right in front of me. Oh my God! Ah!
Spaceman?
Hello? What? Okay. I feel I've ended. Something has sucked me up. I'm falling into some kind of portal, and now I'm in some kind of weird space bar. Like, what just happened? This is not where a black hole is supposed to end up.
Halt, stop right where you are.
Hello?
Who are you and what are you doing on this vessel?
I'm astronaut I'll just spell it out for you. Nobody ever gets my name right. It's XAE 9 squared. But you can just pronounce it Shay 9 squared.
State your affiliation, your political affiliation immediately. Are you with the Romulans?
I have no idea who that is. Look, you can see
the Ferengi.
You look, you can see my badges. I'm in a spacesuit. I'm SpaceX, SpaceX astronaut. Found about you.
I am not familiar with such an organization. What I know is that you are an intruder on this vessel.
Okay, well, I'm not trying to intrude. I was on a spacewalk for my planet, Kepler 62e. E standing for Elon Musk. He found and inhabited that island. You know who Elon Musk is, correct?
I have heard this name from the Federation database.
Well, so then yes.
What you are saying makes no sense. This political entity has not existed for several centuries.
Well,
Loft Bridge.
Well, it does.
We have an intruder in 10 forward.
Okay, I'm not an intruder. Hey, man, you don't have to grab. Listen. I'm a SpaceX. I'm an astronaut. I was doing a spacewalk. A portal opened up in front of me, okay? It sucked me in here. I didn't come in here. I don't even know how I appeared in here. I don't even know where I am. So,
Your story is deeply suspicious. But the captain will have to sort out whether or not you are lying.
Okay, I don't know if your forehead's getting wrinkly because you're mad at me, or if that's just the way it's supposed to look. But
it is the way it is supposed to look. I'm Klingon.
But I just don't want you to get upset or alert. I'm not trying to cause any trouble here, sir. I need help. I need to get back. I was in the process of fixing a space station. If I don't, they're literally going to kick me off of Kepler 62e. I'll never be able to work as an astronaut again. Please, what did you say your name was?
I am Lieutenant Commander Worf, Chief of Security on the USS Enterprise.
Okay.
The vessel on which you are now intruding.
Okay.
Worf to Picard. To 10 forward immediately.
Okay, well, hopefully this fella can help. Yeah, find somebody that can get in here and help me get back. I literally got here via a portal. I have no idea what's happened.
What's going on here? What is the meaning of this? Who are you? What are you doing on my ship?
My name is Shay9 Squared. I'm a Space Force X astronaut.
Shay9 Squared. That
Shay
sounds
9
like
Squared.
a Borg designation.
I don't know. It's from a planet. Kepler 62e. Are you familiar? That's the planet I'm from.
Of course, I am familiar with Kepler 62e. It's not very far from the Sol system. Are you saying you are from the Federation colony on Kepler 62e?
Yes. That is where I'm from. Elon Musk is our king. He has inhabited this planet. I am a part of the first line of Space Force members, SpaceX members on this planet. And if I don't get back, 2 years worth of work will have been nothing.
The things you are saying make no sense. They're very peculiar. That political entity has not existed for centuries. Elon Musk is one of the earliest pioneers of human space travel, before even Zephram Cochrane. He's been dead for centuries. He's certainly not king of the Federation colony at Kepler 62e. Counselor Troy, what's your read?
Captain, I sense no maliciousness or ill will from her. She is telling the truth, although I detect a great deal of confusion.
Yeah, you do. I'm very confused. And what are you talking into?
I just want to get a reading of your physical status, even though I can intuitively read your emotional state.
Okay, what is that thing you have? What's making this noise?
Well, this is a medical tricorder.
Okay, it looks like a
I'm
shitty.
giving-
It looks like a shitty flip phone. What is this? What are you circling around me?
I'm sorry, I don't understand. I sense confusion, Captain.
Yes, well, I think there's plenty of confusion to be sensed right now to go around. Commander Data, what... I don't understand the term flip phone. What does that mean?
Captain, I believe that she is referring to an outdated form of technology from the late 20th century.
Okay, why does this guy look like he just skinned someone's face and put it on top of his face? What is going on here? What is happening?
I can assure you, I did not skin anyone's skin off and wear it as my own. I am Commander Data, and I am an android.
Well, nice to meet you, Data. I'm sorry. I know I'm coming off rude. I'm not trying to. I'm just very, very scared and confused. I came in through this portal, and it's landed me here in this bar. And I have no idea what's going on, how to get back. I am confused.
So, you say you fell through a portal in space, and you are some sort of space traveler from the early 21st century.
Correct. From...
Commander Data, although we know that time travel is possible because we've done it like 10 times, does this seem plausible to you?
I agree that it is, Captain. It is absolutely plausible that through some sort of subspace anomaly, our current visitor could have traveled through time and landed here in our ship's bar lounge.
You must be at least 300 years displaced.
300
judging by the-
years?
Yes, this is the 24th century.
Holy shit.
Your 24th century. From your perspective, your future. I
I'm
am
sorry.
Captain Jean-Luc Picard, and you are aboard the USS Enterprise, the flagship of the United Federation of Planets.
Okay. Just a moment. I need to go to the bar and I need to get a drink. Just so I can process all of this. Do you mind?
Certainly,
Okay.
I shall accompany you to the bar.
All right, thank you.
I'm afraid our usual bartender Guinan is out on sabbatical right now, but the replicator should be able to treat you to anything your heart could desire. Simply give it a voice command, and it will replicate for you any food or beverage you should desire.
So like the Jetsons?
I'm sorry, afraid I don't understand what you mean.
Oh, never mind. Who's... Captain Picard, I'd like to take a moment, and everybody in the bar, I would like to take a moment to tell all of you future people about outer space, the hot new subscription service from SpaceX that is disrupting the tech world and shooting us all, bang, zoom, straight to the moon. Outer space has everything you could possibly want. Black holes, nebulae, comets, asteroid belts, red dwarfs, white dwarfs, blue giants, red giants, pulsars, neutron stars, and more planets that you could ever land on wearing only those comfortable tight-fitting jumpsuits with no helmet or gloves. Sign up today at outerspace.com/x-a12 and get 10% off all-inclusive trip to Muxtropolis, Mars. You heard right. Muxtropolis, Mars. You heard it, folks. They'll fly you to Biden.
I'm not familiar with that.
They'll
settlement
fly
on
you
Mars.
to Biden Interplanetary Spaceport, and you can enjoy all the luxurious amenities of the Trump Dome. Let SpaceX show you firsthand what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. Desolate. That's outerspace.com/x-a12.
I'm quite at a loss for words. I don't understand what all that was about. We we know about outer space. We're in outer space right now. In fact, we're doing
Don't worry about it, Picard
we're
boy.
actually. I beg your pardon.
Don't worry about it. Like it's basically something I have to say like every hour in order to get payment from certain things. But it's like I have to say it, so just don't even worry about it.
Captain, if I may, the astronaut seems to be from a time before the collapse of global capitalism on Earth and the transformation of the Terran economy into one of a more socialist, moneyless nature, using limitless clean energy and replicating power. It would not be uncommon for a worker of any level at that time to be required to advertise the products and services of whatever corporate fiefdom to which they declared their fealty.
Oh, I see. Well, you'll find that here in the future we have a more evolved sensibility. Nothing here costs money. For instance, the replicator that I'm trying to show you here can produce any food or beverage your heart desires. You were saying that you needed a drink.
Yes, please, a gin and tonic, please. Holy shit,
All right,
that's
here you go.
amazing!
Gin and tonic.
Frick yeah. Oh.
You'll find it replicates the taste quite convincingly.
I mean, this is so strong. I feel like it's so strong and I already am drunk.
Really?
Yes.
That's quite peculiar because there's no alcohol in it. You see, it's made of. We have a substance known as synthahol that replicates the taste of alcohol without any of the effects. I'm quite sorry if you were under the impression that this beverage was going to have the physical effects of
it. Let me
something
explain.
as crude as
It's
alcohol on your body.
because on Kepler 62e, Elon Musk, came up with a way with a whole new line of breeding that placebos and all kinds of placebos work on us. So it's kind of all psychological, right? I think I'm drinking gin and tonic, therefore I'm drunk like I've had a gin and tonic.
That sounds like an incredible bit of technology that was
It-
undoubtedly lost to humanity in in perhaps the eugenics war or the Third World War.
Yes, it does seem like there's just not a lot of things that have transferred over. I have no idea. This is such a strange land. I
We hope we can do everything that we can to make you feel as comfortable in it as home as possible. We understand this is a very disorienting experience for you. Do you have any questions about the time you find yourself in?
Yeah, sure. I mean, what we've said that I'm 300 years into the future. Who's king now?
We don't really have kings. Councillor Troy here is from Beta Z, and there is a ceremonial monarchy on that planet. But in the Federation, we are a post-economic democracy with a Federation Council and a president.
That's interesting. Yeah. Musk did ensure the return of a monarchy. So, that only people that have the surname can ever hold any power on Kepler 62e.
This is a fascinating to learn about this time in history. You see, much of the time that you come from, the history has been lost to us, and due to the Third World War, that is a sort of gulf in between our time and yours.
Tell me about
We
this.
of course, the Federation Archives. Remember, Elon Musk is one of the early pioneers before even Zefram Cochrane invented warp drive of human spaceflight. We had no idea that he was some sort of some global dictator like Khan Noonien Singh.
I'm going to be honest, bruh. I don't know any of the names that you're saying. But tell me more about this world war. War worlds? What'd you say? I do apologize. I'm sorry. This gin and tonic has me really intoxicated.
Would you perhaps like
Maybe
a hypo
coffee?
spray?
Yeah, ooh, what's a hypo spray? I'll definitely take
It's,
some.
a medical hypo spray can help round off the effects that you may be feeling. Counselor Troy, if you will.
That would be perfect.
Certainly, Captain.
Counselor Troy, as a Federation certified psychologist, is authorized to carry medical hypo sprays filled with cannabis oil.
Oh my god. Now I'm like really.
Are you familiar with this substance, cannabis?
Very familiar with cannabis. I haven't partaken in a long time because SpaceX, you have to be on your, A game at all times. But I feel really chill right now. I'm not really, worried. This bar seems pretty dope. I guess I could have landed I thought I was going through a black hole. I'm going to be honest, man. I thought I was going through a black hole. I thought it was the end of my life. And then I ended up here. And, it's pretty chill. I do want to get home. Avi, I have a cat, And I think it would be really cool and all. But I guess in the scheme of things, I can't be mad that I ended up here.
I, too, have a cat named Spot, so I can sympathize with your desire to return to your cat.
Thank you, man. Our lady.
I am an android. If I were a lady, I would be a gynoid.
But, if you're an android, that means you're nothing.
That is incorrect. Android is derived from the Greek andros, meaning man. I am an artificial man. If I were an artificial woman, I would be a gynoid.
Do you have a penis?
From the Greek gynos. As a matter of fact, that is correct. I am fully equipped for an emulation of the human sexual experience.
So you're like a sex robot.
Sex is one of the many functionalities of which I am capable. That is correct.
That's interesting. How many sexual partners have you had? If you don't mind me asking. I'm really nosy.
3. I have had 3 sexual partners.
And they didn't have anything weird. They didn't feel weird about having sex with a robot, dude.
1 did. But the other 2 were surprisingly receptive to the idea, and we explored many sexual possibilities in the course of our, as humans say, making love.
So do you experience emotions as an android?
There was a time when I was not capable of doing so, but I have since had an emotion chip installed that I can turn on and off at will. It is currently off.
Man, I wish I could just have an emotion chip. where I could just be like, you know what? I don't feel like emotions today. Boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, boop. And then it's off, you know?
The very first time that I experimented with both sexual intercourse and with the emotion chip on, the results were less than satisfactory. And so I make it a habit of turning it off for future sexual encounters, of which there has been one. It was much more satisfying.
Well, I have to say that is truly fascinating. Thank you for answering my questions. You know, I appreciate your
And
candor.
I'm sensing that she's feeling much more relaxed in this atmosphere.
Yes, thank you, Counselor Troy, for your trenchant insights, as always. So, shall it be coffee from the replicator, you said?
Yeah, I'll have a coffee. Get some caffeine in me. Because we've got to figure out how to get me back. Like, I don't know, like, who are you going to call in here to help? Because I got to get back.
Though it is not unheard of for members of Starfleet to travel through time. I've done it numerous times, as have previous starship captains, such as James T. Kirk or Jonathan Archer. Usually time travel is looked upon as something of a taboo, and very little is known about it by Federation scientists. It's a very imprecise occurrence that typically happens on accident. Perhaps that explains why you are here today.
Interesting. I don't know if it's your accent, but I just can't. I don't understand anything you have to say, sir.
Perhaps that there's a gulf of understanding between us. Darmok and Jalad at Tanagra. To quote a similar situation I once found myself in. We are having a Darmok and Jalad at Tanagra moment between the two of us. Though I am confident that we will reach a level of understanding. Because that is the promise of Starfleet and Federation. To reach understanding with strange new life forms, such as yourself.
I just wonder how a portal, a time traveling portal, would appear in the middle of nowhere and just suck me in. Have you heard of a phenomenon like this before?
We've encountered phenomenon such as this. There are always anomalies to be found in space. Space is so big and full of just it's totes rando, as if I'm using that term correctly. I believe I've studied a bit of your time. I spend time in the holodeck reenacting Dixon Hill novels, their own hard-boiled detective novels, and I've studied other elements of 20th century and early 21st century culture, and am I correct when I say that space is totes rando?
Totally.
So we are agreed. You see, we are already breaching the gulf between us, the gulf of understanding between us.
Something's going on over there. What's happening?
It's like, where are you, over where? Where are you indicating?
An invasion of some kind? Is there an invasion happening?
Wait a minute. I'm hearing the voices in my head. They're calling for Locutus. My God, it's the Borg.
Who's Locutus? What's a Borg? What the fuck was
Shields
that?
up, red alert!
Oh my God! Oh my God, what's happening? What's happening?
The Borg have clearly breached Federation defenses, and they're already here, outside the orbit of Kepler 62e. Open channels to Starfleet Command. Let them know that the Borg are invading.
Oh my god. What's happening?
Mr. Wolf, guard the bridge. Fire full spread of photon torpedoes.
Oh my god!
Captain, the photon torpedoes had no effect. Fire phasers.
Whoa!
Direct hit. Direct hit, Captain. Still, no effect. The Borg are adapting already. Captain, the Borg have the Enterprise in a tractor beam. We're detecting transporter signatures.
We are Borg. Lower your shields and power down your weapons. Your culture will adapt to serve us. Your biological and technological distinctiveness will be added to our own. Resistance is futile.
What in the world?
Everyone duck and cover! Arm
My
phasers!
God. Okay.
Open fire! More of them are coming in.
I have no... Guys! Can
Regard the
anyone
bridge.
see me?
10 forward is being overrun by Borg invaders. Our phasers are having no effect, Captain. How could they have adapted so quickly? Look, they're ignoring... They're ignoring our visitor.
Yeah, like, why, what is, why are they not talking to me?
The Borg typically ignore entities that they do not deem to be a threat.
Deemed to be a threat? What is that supposed to mean?
It would seem that your technology is too primitive to be acknowledged by the Borg as a threat to their technological supremacy.
Well, what the fuck? Primitive? Oh, no.
That is correct.
What is this Borg guy even? Like, what is he? Is he just an alien? Like, what's going on?
We are Borg.
But Borg, what are you? Who is we?
We are Borg.
God, how do y'all even talk to this guy? Like, on Kepler, it's communication, you know? Maybe if we just communicate with this fella, he'll, like, try to back down.
No! No!
Oh my God, what's that?
You can't communicate with the Borg. You can only draw a line, and the line must be drawn here, this far, no further.
We can't communicate. Why? That's hits a sore spot. Why? What's happening? Is he gonna keep ignoring me? Hey,
Minnie,
pay attention to me!
You might very well be our only hope. Is there anything in your technology, your crude, primitive, crappy technology, that could possibly be used to save us?
Honestly, man, I don't fucking think so. Because when I was going to fix... Long story short, when I did the spacewalk, I was trying to fix a space station, and I needed a wrench. And they gave me 0 tools.
You know, I feel like you could make the long story much shorter.
Okay, yes, I'm trying. So anyway, all they gave me was this shitty iPad. Wait, I got an idea. I could probably. This is gonna be far fetched, but my buddy, back on Kepler 62, he creates viruses. Maybe we could use this iPad to upload a virus to the Borg.
That sounds ridiculous. Commander Data, could that possibly work? Theoretically, it is possible, Captain.
Okay, yeah, let's try it. Like it's
Make it so.
yeah, now it is some kind of like virus that makes panties pop up on your screen like every 5 minutes. But hey, let me just try it. I think I can make it work. You're just gonna have to give me a few seconds.
Make it so.
Beep, boop, 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 boop. Yeah, I have a weird background noise on my key. My beep 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 beep. My vibrate makes a noise. Okay, I think I did it. If we start seeing him in panties, then we know it's worked.
We are Borg. We are beautiful. We are Borg. We are beautiful. We are.
I think it's working.
Oh, let me put it.
We are every woman. We are every woman. We feel pretty. Oh, so pretty. We feel pretty and witty and gay.
This is a feminists app. I forgot to mention this.
The Borg are retreating. They're beaming back to their cube. You did it. You actually defeated you.
Yeah, and
You
so
a
fuck that
primitive
guy
astronaut.
for thinking I have primitive technology.
Perhaps that is what was needed all along to defeat the Borg. Technology so primitive, they wouldn't even notice it. The Enterprise is in your debt, and we thank you.
Oh, that's amazing. I'm glad the day is saved.
Please, Jean-Luc, surely you're not going to give her all the credit?
Q, what are you doing here?
Q? Just the letter Q?
That's my name. Don't wear it out.
What's the meaning of this Q? Are you the one who summoned the Borg?
Oh, please, Jean-Luc. What have I ever done except make your pathetic Federation more prepared to take on the Borg? It's literally my series-long meta-narrative, mon capitan. You see, it was me who brought this primitive chimpanzee in a spacesuit into the future to save you from this Borg incursion.
You're fucking rude, Q.
Blasphemy. I ought to smite you or something.
How about you smite me back home? Can you do that? Are you the type of person that can send me back home? Because that's all I really care about.
Well, you see, unfortunately, I can't do that. Minutes after I transported you into the future, your pathetic, rickety little bucket of a vessel exploded and plummeted onto the surface of Kepler 62e. Or A, or B, or D, or, whatever. It's not even of that important star. So, you were actually destined to die that day. And our intrepid Capitan here and his intrepider crew were destined to be invaded, taken over by the Borg, and used to infiltrate the Federation and brought to complete assimilation. So, if anything, I'm a bit of a matchmaker. Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, catch me a catch. And yet you, the primitive space ape, are the one who's going to get all the credit.
I mean, fair enough, sir.
Oh, how hard it is to be me. Heavy as the crown. So, how have you liked getting along with these dour, boring 24th century humans? Can you believe they don't even watch television anymore?
That's crazy to me. Like, do they not even
I
have
know,
like the goggles that? Because
they're
I mean,
so boring.
I'm
And
gonna
get
be
this, they have a
honest.
technology called the holodeck that can replicate any reality they like, and they use it for reenacting Shakespeare.
Ooh, a holodeck, you say? Could I have that replicate my reality back in the day?
Well, I suppose that'd be up to you. Why you would want to replicate your dreary, even more primitive reality is beyond me, but you'll have plenty of time to figure that out because you are now a permanent member of the crew of this rinky-dink little vessel. Cue out.
Interesting. Well, what color shirt do I get?
Well, you're a guest here, so we'll fix you up with something great. We'll give you Wesley Crusher's old uniform. It's gray and it's got rainbow stripes on it. What do you say?
How did you know rainbow was my favorite color? Thank you. Y'all have been so accommodating.
As I said, we are more alike than we are different, and the gulf of understanding between us can only narrow. We have so much to learn from each other.
I'm going to shake your hand, sir.
Well, it's quite the firm grip you have there. I don't even think any of the men in this century have quite a firm grip. We do travel space in luxury cruise liners, after all.
And that has been this week's episode of Greetings from Tin Forward.
Who are you talking to again? Is she going to do that the entire series?
Yes.